Hello, welcome to Halo Fleet Battles Week on Fleet Signal. My name is Alex, and to kick off Halo Week on the channel, I'm going to unbox the Fall of Reach, the two-player battle box, or if you prefer, starter set, for Halo Fleet Battles. So this is a box that I've been looking forward to getting for quite some time, ever since the announcement of the game was made. So without further delay, let's check it out. So first thing to say about this box is that it is huge. Wargames starter sets and Wargames products don't normally come in a box this big. And definitely Spartan Games products don't normally come in a box this big. This box is absolutely massive. It's like buying an Xbox One or something. That's how big it is. And that's probably the impression they wanted to give. You're buying a new system, a new thing. So on the front you've got Halo Fleet Battles, UNSC against the Covenant, and the artwork here. You've got a Spartan on the front cover, because why wouldn't you have a Spartan on the front cover, the front bit of the box. Fall of Reach, tabletop starship combat in the Halo universe, which is pretty cool because this is something that hasn't really been explored much in the games. The battles in space. A lot of the games, pretty much all of the games, focus on the ground combat. So it's nice to be able to play, at least on the tabletop. It's nice to be able to play, space battles in the Halo universe. So, top of the box, you've got Halo Fleet Battles and the underneath of a Covenant ship, along with what you get. And on the bottom of the box, you've got Halo Fleet Battles, a lot of copyright stuff, and made in Britain. So, Halo Fleet Battles. On the side, you've got some UNSC ships, 32 UNSC ships, and they're all shown at actual size, which is something that Spartan does on their other products as well. Actually, on Firestorm Armada boxes on the back, the ships are shown in actual size. Now on the other side, you've got Halo Fleet Battles and Covenant ships. You get 17 Covenant ships, and they're all shown at actual size as well. And then on the back, all the stuff that you get in this box, including the rulebook, stat sheets, scenery sheets, the ships themselves, dice, all the stuff that you get in this big box. So, let's actually open this thing and have a look at what's inside. Okay, so I've broken the seals. Let's open this up. And if you're familiar with Spartan Games products, you'll notice that, normally Spartan Games boxes have like a sleeve and then in a box. This doesn't. This is an all-in-one box, although there are bits inside. So let's get this out. So let's put that to one side and open this one. As usual with Spartan Games products now, you get a little label there, so if anything goes wrong, if there's anything missing with your product, with your box, simply email them, quote the code, and they will replace stuff for you. Okay, so this looks like all the dice, Fall of Reach campaign guide, which is a little bit mashed. Let's put that to one side. Let's put all this to one side over here. And in this box, we have got actual plastic. Yep, Spartan Games doing plastic. So there's a lot to look through here. So first of all, we're going to look at some ships. And first of all on that, we're going to look at some UNSC ships. Let's have a look at the big guy first. Okay, so I think it's time to zoom in. Okay, so this is what the first of the UNSC sprues looks like. This is the Epoch Heavy Carrier, and what look like some Paris-class frigates down there. The plastic is, it's nice plastic. It's a bit weird, like, looking at a plastics product from Spartan Games. But, it is what it is. They're doing this in plastic, not in the usual resin. So that's what the underside looks like. These ships are apparently meant to be really easy to put together because this product is aimed at wargamers and non-wargamers as well. People who are maybe coming into this because of Halo, and Spartan hopes that they'll stay around, pull up a chair, grab some coffee or something, start wargaming. So that's what the first sprue looks like. This is the next sprue, which has got a lot more stuff on it. These look like the Marathon cruisers, more Paris frigates. So you've got the Marathons there, the Paris frigates there, and bits and pieces that they bolt onto them. This is what the other side of the sprue looks like. You can see like little holes and bits in there which make this easier to put together. And this is the third sprue of UNSC. So here again we've got some marathon cruisers, some Paris frigates. You get a lot of the Paris frigates. You get 27 Paris class frigates in this box, 4 marathon cruisers, and 1 big epoch heavy carrier. So that's what that side looks like. Again, you've got all the holes and bits and pieces, so you can put this together. Okay, let's move on to the Covenant sprues. Okay, so this is the first of the Covenant sprues. This is the ORS Heavy Cruiser, and as you can see, it's a different color to the UNSC. These sprues are actually faction colored. So to play this game, you don't even have to paint the ships. You can just put them together and put them on the table. Again, that was probably a thing that Spartan did to try to make it easier for people who are coming into wargaming for the first time via this product to, just make it a little bit easier on them. Because when you start wargaming, a lot of wargamers forget that it is actually quite daunting to get started in wargaming sometimes. So as you can see, you've got pegs and bits here, which suggests that this clips together. Although obviously you should use glue to make it a bit sturdier, a bit stronger. So that's the first of the Covenant sprues. Next we have the next Covenant sprue, which looks like a CCS battlecruiser on here, and some SDV heavy corvettes. And I forgot to mention that the ORS Heavy Cruiser that we just looked at was also made for this game and then included by 343 and Microsoft into Halo Canon, which is cool. So on the back, again, we've got that sprue, so that's what these look like. I have to say, on my camera's monitor, the purple looks a lot different than it does in IRL, in real life. So I'm not sure what this is going to look like on camera, but apparently this purple is Covenant purple. So CCS battlecruiser again, SDV heavy corvettes again. They look really easy to put together actually. Pretty simple. This was designed to not be too hard put together, but to also look awesome. Okay, so those were the Covenant sprues. Let's have a look at some of the gaming materials you get in this box. Okay, so these are the various bits and pieces that you get in terms of books and stuff. So here is the Fall of Reach campaign guide, which is going to walk you through the game, get you started in the game. There's some scenarios that you can use to get yourself acquainted with Halo fleet battles. It's also got a little bit of fluff here about the fall of the fortress world, which Reach was. It was a fortress world. Covenant came along, and spoiler alert, they glassed it. So you've got some ship statistics on the back here as well, and some profiles of the commanders. Michael Stanforth leading the UNSC, and Ro Baratumi leading the Covenant. Next, you've got the rulebook. This is 129 pages, 130 I guess, including the back cover. It's the so-called man bag size, so it's easy to put into your gaming bag. And there's some stuff on the Halo universe, quite a lot of fluff actually at the start. Gaming the Halo universe, the hobby, and then it tells you how to play the game. And there are some scenarios as well in this book. Lots of diagrams, blah 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 blah, and we're going to have a closer look at the rules later on this week. Then you've got a quick leaflet about Spartan's existing games that we all know and love. And in here we have a bag of tokens, because tokens, because modern wargaming, basically. So this is the first sheet of tokens, Covenant tokens. It's purple, so it must be Covenant. And on the back you've got some, doesn't actually say what these are. I think they're like status tokens or something. So, and they're double-sided as well. So, it cuts down on the number of tokens you actually need. Apparently there are only 4 tokens in this entire game. So, those are those. More tokens. Another token sheet. So, yeah, you get instructions on how to put together the ships in this set. Thank you, Spartan. This is awesome. Please do this for all of your games. That's awesome. You get a reference sheet, which is laminated, which, you know, quick reference, really good as well. Well done, Spartan. Again, please put this in your other games as well. You know, please put one of these in your other games. You get stat cards for each of the ships in the box, and each of the formations as well. You know, all the different variations you can do with all the, you know, formations and stuff, because in this game formations change the stats of you know, of a base of ships. So these are, that's the Covenant and the UNSC. You get these, which are the stand overlays. I actually haven't shown you the stands. I'm going to do that in a second. These overlays go on top of the stands. Actually, let's do that now. Actually, I'm going to show you a sprue of stands. So this is just quickly mixing up the unboxing here. This is a sprue of stands. You've got all the kind of the flight stems here, and you've got the 25-hole like peg matrix style stand. So the idea is that you put one of these overlays on the stand, and that basically sets, you know, the formation. You've got these holes here in the overlay, so when this is on the, you know, when you plug this into onto the base, then you put your ships, you know, where the holes are, and that's a specific formation for that base. So that's what the stand looks like. Apparently you have to be quite careful taking these out, they're quite brittle. So yeah, that's what the overlays are, and you get 2 of these for the Covenant, 3 for the UNSC, because there are more UNSC ships in this to balance things out. You also get these, which are commander cards. So you got Michael Stanforth for the United Nations Space Command, and Ro Baratumi for the Covenant. And on the back you can see their respective cards. So this is all the attacks they can do, like standard orders, special orders. This is where you put their order dice as well. And on the back you get some nice artwork of each character. And here you've got some UNSC tokens along with more standard tokens, like game tokens. And again, UNSC tokens, game tokens, and, you know, everything's double-sided. Okay, so we've also got a couple of these. These are pre-punched, you know, pre-cut terrain sheets. So you don't even need terrain to start off playing. You can simply use these. So you've got debris field, asteroids, space station, some objectives, and on the back there is a gas cloud, planetoids, debris field, blah 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 blah. And if you play any of Spartan's, or if you play Firestorm Armada, then you can use these in Firestorm Armada as well. You know, why not? So you get 2 of these. Okay, and finally you get dice. Lots and lots of dice. So this is the standard dice. You get 2d6, and you also get the you know, the Halo dice. So as you can see, these all have symbols on them, no pips. Apparently the skull is something that you don't want to see, ever. Again, I'm not quite sure what all these mean because I haven't looked at the rules in detail. But yep, you get a lot of these dice. You also get the UNSC dice, which looks like this. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And these all have different faces as well. That is a Spartan helmet, shield, lightning bolt. So you get these, and you also get Covenant dice too. Let's take these out of the bag. There are 5 of these as well, and these all have symbols as well. Although instead of a Spartan helmet, you get a couple of crossed energy swords. Everyone's favourite melee weapon from the Halo games. And one more thing I want to say about these dice is that they feel really good to roll. It'd be good to, it's good feeling to, roll this many, dice. These are like what, 16mm, 18mm dice. So, get a good load of dice and then roll them. All the skulls. Okay, so that was the unboxing of the Fall of Reach, the starter set or battle box for Halo Fleet Battles. As you can see, there's a load of stuff in this box, and I cannot wait to get it all put together and to start getting some games in of what looks like a really great system. Okay, so as always, leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this video, depending on how you felt about it, and be sure to subscribe to support the channel and also to stay up to date with new videos on the channel for Halo Fleet Battles, Firestorm Armada, Firestorm Planetfall, all the sci-fi goodness that Spartan Games publishes. Also, be sure to check out Fleet Signal on social media and check out fleetsignal.com as well. Okay, I think that's all for this video. Until next time, see ya!